Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you've joined me today. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was still trying to get everything together. When I started prepping for the video, I realized I hadn't even unpacked everything from our little Thanksgiving trip. We got to go with really good friends to Ruidoso. So it was a lovely several days off there in the mountains, and I just took me a bit to get everything figured out. And I have not made this card before. So today we're going to be doing another one from the Traditions of Christmas suite. This is using some elements from the Christmas Greenery stamp set and die set, which would be a bundle. And they're all from that Traditions of Christmas suite. So I am Kelly Pitts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2005 in Lubbock, Texas. And I'm thrilled that you're here watching, whether you're watching live on YouTube or live on Facebook, or you're watching the replay on either one. Would love to get your comments as we go along. If you have any questions about products or any information that I'm sharing, just let me know. I'm happy to help. And we'll get going now. So I don't have a sample card to show you because I haven't made it before. This is a virtual craft class that Stampin' Up! Did, that I purchased the craft class for the Traditions of Christmas suite, and I did not get a chance to do it when it came on. Hi, Rebecca. Glad you're here. Yay. I have someone to talk to. So this is one of the projects that is from that suite, and I didn't even have a chance to watch the videos yet. I've just glanced at a sample and looked at the measurements and supply list and all that, and we're going to kind of wing it together and see what we think. All right, so please share your comments and info. Let me know if you had a great Thanksgiving, I hope. And I will get started. We're going to start. Let me switch over the camera. We're just going to do this right here. And whoops, I don't want to remove. Hold on. Haven't done it for a week and rusty. Solo. Good morning from Australia. I'm so glad you tuned in. Is it Lynn? I guess it's Lynn Ford. So happy to have you. Okay, we're going to start with, like I said, a Secret C card base that is the typical in the US. It's a typical size, 5.5 by 8.5, but you could certainly do it to metric measurements if you want to figure those out. And I bet if you purchase this Traditions of Christmas class, you will have those measurements somewhere. Okay, we're going to put this down. And what I've done is mounted these on the, let's see which block this is. Whoops. I don't know. We're discombobulated, like I said, but we're going to use Secret C ink, which hopefully I can find on this pile of a desk. Y'all would not even believe how this desk looks after I've been scattered trying to get this done. Okay, I picked up the Stampin' Up! I'm trying to get my Christmas cards out. I've got to figure out how many I need to send. I have kind of a list, but not a complete list yet. And hold on. I've got to find what I did with my Secret C ink. Good gracious. I just saw it was time to go on and went on. I'll be right back. I promise. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I'm coming back. And I have not really tried this to do kind of a stamp like this. I saw it in the catalog. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was like a scrapbook page that was done with greetings on the side. Oh, Rebecca, I'm glad your cooking turned out great. I'm very proud of you for attempting it, much less making it great. I'm so excited for you. I have never cooked a whole Thanksgiving meal. By the time my mom quit making them or was unable to, and she passed away, I had friends here in Lubbock who invited my husband and myself over, and we just started going over there, and I never got into the habit of doing that. So we're going to do kind of this little collage. It's repeat stamping. I'm inking up with Secret Sea ink, as you can see, on Secret Sea. So it's tone on tone. And I'm going to switch this around. I'm going to kind of move it to where I fit in the little nooks and crannies here. And give it a little variety by turning the stamp. And they're already all mounted on here. And all of these are from that Christmas Greenery stamp set that I showed you earlier. This one right here, Christmas Greenery. That's part of this suite. And I'm going to move over here. And I am just going to let this flow onto the back. And that's not going to bother me. It probably would have been better not to score it first, so that you don't have that little line in the middle, but it didn't do too badly. Not like I expected it to once I got going there. Let's see if I can move. Trying to move it where I have different, there we go. Using some pressure. So see how these are just kind of spaced randomly around? And I think that'll be pretty, kind of folding over onto the back like that. Now we're going to use our little berry stamp that's in that same one. It's just a little cluster of 3 berries, and kind of fill in some of these areas that look a little blank, because you can't really, if you've got everything mounted on that big stamp, you can't really move that whole thing over, if that makes sense, because you're gonna get more than you wanted here. And I should have gone off the edge a little bit. I'm going to come back and get that. I think I'm even going to do that on the back, finish that up a little bit. How about you, Lynn? Did y'all, I don't think y'all celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia, but I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to let us know if you celebrate that holiday, or it's a holiday for us. I'm sure you do celebrate a day of thanks. Okay, there's our Secret Sea background. So we don't have DSP for that. And that's why we stamped this. We can make your own DSP. Kind of teaches you how to do that. And I should have been on my stamp pad, but it seems to have worked. This is back when I had not changed my blades, so I've got a little rough edge there. Okay, there's the front of our card. We're going to use our bone folder. Hopefully we have one of those unpacked. I took some of my Stampin' Up stuff with me to finish making some Christmas cards. I had already cut out the supplies for some for extra for a class, and so I took that with me. Now let's go ahead, while we've got the Secret Sea out, we'll grab our inside of our card, because I'm still thinking about the front here. I am so glad y'all cannot see this desk. Woo! Goodness gracious. Okay. This is going to go horizontally, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp this on the inside. We're going to stamp Christmas wishes, or yes, the inside is going to say Christmas wishes, and the front is going to have merry and bright. So all together now, merry and bright Christmas wishes. Yes, indeed. I think I usually put, yeah, I'm going to put this here on the left. And we'll clean that off real quickly. And then we're going to do our label. And I've got a couple of options on the label. We're going to use Pool Party. And I have 2 different sizes. And I think the Merry and Bright, the way I mounted it, will fit on either one. But we shall see. Sorry, this is pretty close up. Merry and Bright. Ooh, probably should have gotten the Merry a little closer. Let's do that on the other one. And these are from that same, nope, this is from, let me see which stamp set that is from. Traditional Labels, I believe. Yes, Traditional Labels stamp set. This is the one that the dies are from. So I'm going to mount this a little bit closer to the Anne Bright, if I can get it there. A little closer. Now we'll try that on a little bit smaller label. See what we think. And I'm going to have to bring it down because the camera is right in my eyeballs. Merry and Bright. Okay, not perfect, but we'll see what y'all think when we get to that. And I think that's the stamping we need. We're going to use a little piece of DSP that was a scrap, and I'm going to chop that off there. I may go edge to edge and let that just go. No, it's going to look funny. We're just going to chop this off. I'm going to go ahead and glue it on. Now that I have the stamping done, we're going to use our little silicone mat. And I know I hate to cover up this beautiful foil, but just this little scrap we're going to, because I did a lot of cards with that other one, with the other side that has the beautiful poinsettias and the reds and gold. With it, we're going to have Christmas wishes here. And I may come back and add this over here somehow. We shall see what we think. I'm going to go ahead and mount that inside, and then y'all can let me know what you think once we get the front done. Whoop! We've got to cut that off, don't we? And I always flip it over to the back to trim it like that. And we'll just glue that in. You can use your Stampin' Seal or liquid glue, whichever one is your favorite. And if anybody has any, oh, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Yeah, Lynn, I think Canada does too, but it's not on the same day or something like that. That is a pretty font, Rebecca, that you're liking for the Christmas font. Yep. I agree. I like it. And Lynn and I were talking about the Thanksgiving. I didn't think y'all did in Australia. I think we got enough berries on there. Okay, and the little card sample that Stampin' Up! Did in the Traditions of Christmas craft class, which they have they have videos for each different card that they made. They made 4 different projects, I think. And this is I haven't even made this one yet. I'm just trying to go from memory now. They had the striped paper, but I didn't have any of that left. And I'm thinking I want a little bit of red in here because I'm going to change it up. They colored this. They stamped it in Secret Sea, the little bouquet of flowers, and then colored it in. But just to save y'all time today, I thought we would just use this one, which means I want to tie in a little bit of the red. They had the green over the Secret Sea, kind of like that. And then the label like this, which I had not thought of. I can't believe I haven't done this, but they looped it through. When you cut this little label out from the Traditions of Christmas label dies, this little portion on the outside is open so that you can do this. You can poke through it or you could add a little greenery through it, see, and still have it kind of in the boundaries, something like that. But isn't that pretty? How that goes just like that. All right, so we are auditioning our pieces to see what we think here. And they had their gold on the left. I'm going to see which one, what do we do with our Merry and Bright? Already lost it. Did y'all see what I did with those labels? Oh, here they are on my stamp pad. Yay. Okay, so we're going to have the bouquet. We can have it on the left like they did. And the little Merry and Bright. Kind of like that. Maybe move this down just a tad. Move that. Let's move that over. We could stick that through kind of maybe like that and kind of layer it. That would be kind of pretty. You don't really want this one coming over the flowers, I don't think. And then I like this kind of tucked right there. What do y'all think of that one? And do we still want gold on the greenery? And do we want it over there? Yeah, it's going to look funny over here. Let's move this over a little bit more this way. And add our greenery over here. Maybe that needs to go behind the green. Let's see what we think. We're going to have to cut him off a little bit at the bottom. And he could end behind this blue piece, you know, where it wouldn't show down here. That might be better if we cut that off. Let me show you. Like just end it right there and have a little greenery back behind this. I kind of like that tucked a little bit, but may not work for us. So I don't think that bottom part needs to be there. And the Marion Bright could come over the bouquet a little bit. And then if we added a little red, I don't think it needs to be a whole strip, but we might want just about half this much. But before I cut it, I want to see what we think. If we had a little stripe to kind of make that blue stripe, blue pop right here, not stripe, but whatever that is, that blue piece of paper. Is that too much red? Do y'all think? If you have just a little bit showing on the bottom? Or do you like that to pick this red up and then we'll do a red, some red sequins? What do you think? Do y'all like that? Hello from Australia, another one. Happy crafting, Miss Jane. I'm so glad you joined us, Miss Jane. Happy to know you. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, here we go. I'm not getting a lot of comments here, so I'm just moving along. All right, so now we're auditioning our pieces. I'm going to say 5.5 on this. We're just going to chop that. If I can locate my trimmer, we'll just do that real quickly. 5.5. Nope, that end is kind of beat up. Okay, all done with that. And I'm just going to tuck it behind. I'm just going to make a little bit of it show. Woo, my glue's a little crazy here. Y'all could use liquid glue or you could use Stampin' Seal, either one. I just want a little bit of that to show at the bottom. Oh, I'm glad y'all agree. Glad you like the red. Okay. So let's play with that. I'm just going to put that, it was pretty low. I think it was about like that. The way we had it. This glue evidently went crazy because it came back down from the mountains to the flat land. We live in pretty flat land here in Lubbock. I don't know what regions of Australia y'all are from who are watching, but what is your terrain like? We have not really any, not close to a big lake or anything, or mountains. Just have a lot of flat land, but that is what makes it so awesome to be able to see our sunsets. We have gorgeous sunsets. I don't know if y'all over in Australia, if you get our Landman. I don't know if you watched that, Rebecca. They just had Sam Elliott is the actor that was on the other day, and I should have left room for that to tuck. Okay, I'm going to do about that much. I'm going to cut that off right there. And I'm going to tuck this in. Have to cut a little bit more off since I didn't plan ahead there. Anyway, on the Landman show the other night, Sam Elliott was saying how The reason our West Texas sunsets are so gorgeous is because we have all the wind. People complain about the wind, and we do have a little dust in the spring, but so much of the time the weather is just beautiful. We just love it. I know Rebecca was from a different area originally, and she misses her snow. Okay, Lynn, I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, a tropical beachy city. Well, we are quite far from being beachy or near a lake here in Lubbock, but it is a wonderful place to live. We have lots of friendly folks who live here. Let me know how y'all are doing with your crafting. Are you done with your Christmas cards, or have you started your Christmas cards? Kind of, where are you on that little plane? I bet you're ahead of me. I've done some because I have some kits put together that I did for classes. I have been holding Christmas card classes since July. So I just feel like I can't quite send my Christmas cards. I don't think I can send my samples as Christmas cards yet, since somebody might still want to make that kit like I made it for class. So I struggle with that. I don't know if y'all are demonstrators or what. Okay. Oops, we got to put our green first. Good thing I'm auditioning, right? And I'm covering up a little more of that gold, but that's okay. I think we're going to go ahead and put this down flat too, because we're going to be popping up both labels. And I'm just centering this from each side there. A little bit in, probably not quite half an inch, probably a little over a quarter, maybe 3/8. Okay, we're going to have this with the bouquet and that behind it. I should have moved that over further. To the left. To the left. Oh, and I know why I didn't do that. Y'all didn't yell at me. Oh, okay. Good gracious, Rebecca. That's awesome. You've made over 100. I'm so impressed. I have designed that many, but I haven't made that many. Y'all let me glue that down. I was supposed to put it through here. Oh, talking too much. Okay, so that's not going to happen. So we're going to hold this. I kind of didn't leave myself a lot of room, did I? Okay, that's too far. Now, if we may have to use the Marion Bright for sure, the little one. That's not too bad, is it? Should have moved that over. Let's see if we still can. Probably not. Nope. We'd have to do another one. If we did, we could do another one. I think that's too much. Are the flowers more important or the label? I think the flowers are. Okay. I think that's down. So I was barely going to touch the dimensionals so that we had plenty of time to, plenty of ways to move it. But whoops, sorry, hit the camera stand. I'm trying to experiment some with lighting. I hope that's. Lynn is an hour from Sydney. Okay. Oh, wow. You donate. Aren't you amazing, Lynn, to donate them to charity? Wow. I mail about 120, 140. I think it may be 160 this year. Woo. Oh, Rebecca's making gingerbread men cards. How about you, Lynn or Miss Jane? What are y'all doing? Are y'all using one of the new sets from the holiday catalog, or are you using one you already had, or what's your favorite? Or do y'all do a big mix of different cards each year? Last year I did a whole lot. I just sat down and assembly line made about 120 of kind of about the same card. But this year, I'm going to go back and send some of the folks who don't even know I'm a demonstrator or don't know what a demonstrator is. I'm going to send them, that's too big for that label. So we're going to use this little one. That's kind of cute. I think that works. We might even want to just glue that down instead of pop it up on top of this other pop-up. I think we do. I think we want it flat behind that. That'll make the flower bundle stand out more. Bouquet. Bouquet. Okay. There's our Miriam Bright. Don't y'all like that background like that? Just subtle, but when it's tone on tone like that, it's pretty, isn't it? Okay, let's grab some of our sparkly sequins, sparkly traditional sequins or something like that. I can't remember exactly what they're called. Let's see if I can find a take a pick tool in here. That was another thing that I took with me. Let's see. I happen to have it. Yes, success. Okay, now let's see where we might want some sequins, or if we can see if this red is too much, too bright, too whatever, too big. Do we want a cute little one on the bow, like in the middle of the bow? Or is that too cutesy? We can put some gold in there, or we can just stick to the red. Let's try some gold. We could put green out here too. We could put red like in the center, since we happen to have a center showing up there. Let's see if that's too much. Is that too big in the poinsettia? Would we rather have the medium size? I'm not pushing that down very much, so we can make a change if we want. Or we can put the gold in the poinsettia, or we don't really have any of the light blue. Or do y'all want some green? Excuse me. Or do we want, we could do 3, since that's the only poinsettia that is showing there. Would we want red in the middle, or maybe we want gold? Let's see. Let's try the gold and see if we want just a really subtle gold there. Or do you like the mix? Do you like some gold, some red, all red? Should that one be bigger? We'll go with the medium. Okay, let's decide. That looks pretty big. That's a big one, isn't it? Let's see if we want a medium. Or do we want green here, and then we'll have one of each? A green and a red and a gold. What do you think of that? Do you like the mixed? Okay, Miss Jane likes red sequins. And you've made 40 Christmas cards so far. Yeah, those kits are great. Miss Jane uses the kits on her Christmas cards. That's awesome. 40's good. That's a good start. Lynn's kind of using a mix of past and present. That's kind of what I'm doing. Okay, do y'all like all red? Or do you like the mix with the green and the gold and the red? What do you think? Rebecca likes the red. Okay. And Miss Jane looks, oh, those are the gold ones. Miss Jane is you, does that mean you like the both? The red and the gold? Let's do all red just to let y'all see what you think. We'll go back to red on this one. And then maybe do a big red here. All red. Whoops, get rid of the green. Oop, that's too big, isn't it? My glue came off of my sequin. So this is quite a bit different from the Stampin' Up! Card, but it is still pretty, I think. Let's get that out of the way so you can see a little better. What do you think? Do y'all like the all red? Thank you. I'm glad you like that. I love this paper too. It is just gorgeous. And I wish I had thought about it. I could have shown y'all. Have y'all played with the little gold hoops? Oh my gosh, I love these. And I was going to do a class with making some ornaments with these, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I'm wondering if we stuck this behind. Let's see. What if we did this? Let's see if we can peel that up. Yay, we could. Let's see. Oh, we'd have to put it behind here too. Let's just see. I know Rebecca's played with the hoops because we played with them at one of my classes here in Lubbock. Oh, look at that. Do y'all like it? We're going to have to double pop that to put that hoop there. What do y'all think of that? Hoop or no hoop? Red. Okay. Some are saying red, some are saying mix. What do you think of the hoop? Do y'all like that, or is that over? Is that too much? What do you think? What do you think? I'm so glad you've tuned in to watch me today. I hope you will again. I'm going to leave it for right now. I'll come back and anchor that if I need to. I think that red might be a little too big. It seems big. Okay, now what do we want on the inside? Do we want to change? Do we want to add this little twig back here and just cut that off like and pretend it's behind that? Or slant it like that so we don't have to cut it off? How about that? Do y'all like that for the inside? Oh, y'all love it with the hoop. Okay. Lynn and Rebecca like the hoop. Okie dokie. We'll keep that. I will show you how to attach that. It's easier if you do it first and not last, but we will. Hopefully I have some glue dots here. Oh, I only have the, oh, maybe. Yes. Success again. I haven't unpacked, but the box is still kind of behind me. Okay, you can kind of roll up these glue dots and stick them behind. Like this one, you could go ahead and tape. You could actually do some tear and tape and attach that one because it's hidden behind this loop. But over here, if you have anchor points and everything is going to show where you attach it, then I would roll it up like that and then just stick it behind the loop. Just kind of twist until you get that glue dots kind of spread out right underneath the loop, but not sticking out too much because you don't want it sticking to your card. Does that make sense? So I'm just kind of stretching it from being a glue dot into kind of a glue log or a sticky glue something. We can put this one, since it's behind that little piece of branch there, gold branch. If I'd thought of this earlier, of course, we could have done a better job of that, but there we have it. Now I'm going to kind of double stack this so that it stands up a little bit more over that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. I love that. I'm glad I thought of that. Okay. I'm glad y'all like the loop. Yay. Lynn and Rebecca like it with the hoop. Okay. I think we're good. Let's see. We're going to go with Christmas wishes. We're doing, I think I like that. I'm just going to put whoever's name and put love Kelly and Steve and just have this big branch. What do y'all think? Is that too much, or should I cut it off and make it smaller and make it just kind of come out like that behind the green? Cut it or leave the whole thing slanted? Okay, I'm leaving it. It may be a little large for the inside, but sometimes you have cards you just, if you're making a lot, you may want to just go for it and not worry about leaving a whole lot of room to write, because you've got to do a lot of different cards, and your folks know you love them because you sent them a handmade card, right? Okay. Merry and bright Christmas wishes. Yay. So glad y'all have. Oh, Lynn thinks, okay. Sorry, Lynn. I heard it too late. The too much. Sorry. Might be a bit much, but it's too late now. I've got it down. But thank y'all for watching, and I will hopefully have another video. I'm planning to do them every Monday at 2 p.m. Central Time. So I'm not sure what that is in Australia, but I'm glad you tuned in. I'm going to give you another close-up look, and I'll turn the camera around and say goodbye. Thanks for coming. If y'all need any help with products or anything, let me know. I'm happy to help you. Here we go. Switcheroo. Okay. Here's our Merry and Bright. Let me see if I can get that where I'll pick up more of the light. There we go. Now, y'all think, let's see. Thank you, Miss Jane. I'm glad you like it. Thanks again for tuning in. And please subscribe to my channel and pass this on. Share it with other crafty friends. And I do have a full tutorial of a lot of traditions of Christmas card designs that I made. I have a PDF available for you in Australia if y'all are interested. And I can send you that info if you want to send me an email, kelly@createwithkelly.com. kelly@createwithkelly.com. Just make sure you spell the Kelly right, Kelley. So thanks again for tuning in. Y'all have a wonderful day. Fun times ahead. Bye-bye.